Hi everyone, this is Ida. I just wanted to come on and share a couple things that I've been working on. And I also wanted to give you an update on the giveaway for Carolyn's paper. Carolyn, who is Tea Time and Dolls here on YouTube, and her paper is called Doily Dreams. I wanted to give you an update on that giveaway. Carolyn asked me to extend it for 2 more days, so that's why I haven't announced a winner. So we're going to give it another day, I believe, and it should be up by then. It should be over by then. We should have a winner by then, but she did ask me to extend it, so I'm honoring her wishes. So that's why you haven't seen a giveaway on that. The next thing I wanted to do, I wanted to share with you guys. Well, actually, also another thing. I've shipped out all the swaps, ladies. Everything has gone out except the last group, because I'm still working on the tags for that last group. And that's what I've been doing today, working on it. I hope to have it shipped out tomorrow. And that being said, I just wanted to come on and share this project with you guys. I've been working on a couple of things, you know, things that I want to give some people, some of my crafty friends, and you know, I'm also in a swap, so I'm doing different things, and I'm not going to say what is for who. I'm just going to work on a bunch of things and then just sort them out, because if I don't do any videos of what I'm creating, because I don't want anybody to see what I'm creating, then I wouldn't have any videos up, because I don't create for myself. So I'm not going to say who the things are for. I'm just going to share what I've been creating. Anyway, I made these resin pieces that I want to share with you guys. Look at how beautiful these are. Aren't they pretty? They are super pretty. And I made these out of clay, you guys. And I actually have a mold for it. And I hadn't played with it until now. So I created these pieces, and this is what they look like. And then I went ahead and painted them with the Martha Stewart paint, the pearl paint. So I used this pink one. And I also used this pearl white, and then I used this green one. Even this is just like a satin acrylic paint, and it's called citrus green, I believe. So I used that, kind of just messing around with paints, and I did use some gold. Let me show you what that looks like. Uh-oh, knocking things over. I used this gold. I bought this at AC Moore, and it's like a gold glitter, not a glitter paste. It's like a gold paste, kind of similar to Rub and Buff, but this comes in a jar, or maybe the Inca Gold paints. That's what I got. So I used this to give it the gold, and I know it's kind of shiny because of the paper, but I think I have a couple over here that I'm still working on. But let me see if I can find those and show them to you real quick. I think they're up here on my messy table. On my messy table. Now, not only do I have one messy table, I have 2 messy tables. So this is what they look like, you guys. This one isn't completely painted, but look at how pretty that lime. I did the lime first, the citrus paint, and then I went over it with a white pearl. And it ended up really, really pretty. And then this one in pink with the gold. Again, that paint or paste. And then I did I painted the teapot also with the paste. Even though it's a thick paste, I could actually use a paintbrush or a stiff paintbrush. And that's what I used to paint that. But look how pretty those are, you guys. I think they are super cute. So I'm just kind of messing around with a few things. Like I said, I am gifting several of my friends things, or now I want to create some things. So that's what I'm working on. That's one of the things I created. Another thing I created, let me move this out of the way. Another thing I created, and this is still drying, you guys. It's not fully dry yet. Let me move the camera up a little bit, so hopefully you can see the whole tag. It's not fully dry yet, but as you can see, let me pull it up. See the gloss on there? How pretty is that, you guys? This is Carolyn's paper. This is the Doily Dreams paper. And the only thing that isn't Doily Dreams on here is like the flowers and the ribbon and the metallic gold paper that I used on here. The other papers are all from the Doily Dreams collection. And I think it ended up beautiful. You know, most teapots and cups, they have those flower designs on them. And to make it look like it was glass, I did the glossy accents over it. And like I said, it's not real clear. The cup is more clear than the teapot because the cup was smaller, so it's drying faster. But it still looks a little dull because or cloudy because it's still drying. I can touch it and not mess it up, but it's still not completely cured. And I love it, you guys. I love the way it came out. And I'm going to show you the papers, which sheets I used to create this. And then this little doily piece right here, there's one on top and one on the bottom. That is from a die that Carolyn gifted me. And I tried it out. It's a Cherry Lynn die that she gifted me. And I have a Cherry Lynn die, but it's a different design than this one. This one's absolutely beautiful. I love the bigger loops, open loops in it. So I just split it in half and put it on either end of the tag. So let me show you what I used to create this, you guys. Oh, and then in the back, some of the sections here on the flower, I also added glossy accents to kind of help them stand out. And I added a little piece of the cheesecloth right here in the mint green color. And then here's my little flowers. You know how I tell you guys, I hardly ever cut the stems off. I just curl them. So that's what I did. And I did paper piece the pot and the cup because I cut it out first in the floral pattern paper and you know, kind of line my dies where I wanted it to be. And then I cut it again in the foil to overlay it. But I find that when I overlaid it, that it covered a lot of the design and you really couldn't tell the design. But let's say if I were to place this on top of here, you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. And I really wanted to highlight the paper. Oh my goodness. Done messed up. I had to go and touch it, you guys. I had to go and touch it. Let me see if I can get this off. Hopefully I'll be able to fix that. Come on, settle back down. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more there after it dries. I'll wait till it dries. I had to do it, you guys. I couldn't wait. Anyway, I had to paper piece it because I didn't want to cover the design, the flowers that were on the paper. And so I just did like the ring around the cup, the handle on the teapot and the cup, the lid on the teapot, this piece here, well, you can see in the saucer. That's all I took out. I cut everything apart and just did that with it. But I think it ended up really, really pretty. And I'm going to show you the back. I think it'll be okay if I flip it really quick. In the back, I embossed it with my embossing folder that's like a doily. And this is a Tim Holtz embossing folder. I think the doily pattern is very appropriate for this paper and also for teas and, you know, the teacup and the teapot. So that's what I did. And then all I did was add right here the hanging element. And I did put a grommet in the, you can't see it through there. There's a grommet on the tag. And I did what you told me, Carolyn. I used that manila folder to make it sturdy, yet it's still thin. You know, it's not as thick like a chipboard. When I use chipboard, they're pretty thick. And I like them. But these are pretty sturdy and they're thinner. And I like that too. So I tried her method of doing it and I really like it. So I'm going to show you guys what I used to create that. The only thing I used to create that is I have this Spellbinders die Nestabilities. And it is called Mystic Labels 25. And I used the big frame on the outside. I have that one right here handy. I'll show you what that looks like. It's this one right here, you guys. And I didn't use the outside frame. I used the inside piece. And then the other one that I use is this one right here. This frame that's only a frame and has the stitching around it. That's the second piece that I use. So, you know, it left me a pretty wide gap in between the top layer and the bottom layer. So that's one of the things that I used. And let me show you what else I used to create that. I used Let me see if I can put these back on so they won't fall on my project when I'm showing you my project. I need to put a magnet piece there, glue it to the back of this card so I can, usually that's what I do. I still keep the original packaging, but I glue a piece of magnet to the part that holds the dies. There. And let me put this one here. So this is the die set that I use, you guys. It's a it's made by Crafter's Companion, but the designer is Sarah Davies. And I'll show you what the other side looks like. And I cut, like I said, I cut it out first of all with this silhouette shaped one, and it does cut the hole that's in between the handle. So I cut that out in the flower print and the cup as well. And then I went back and put this piece inside of here and this piece in the cup. And then I cut it in the gold foil that way, because this doesn't cut the outline, just the intricate pieces. And the same thing with the little cup. That way I could get the outline and the intricate pieces. And I was able to cut it apart. Actually, I wouldn't have had to do that because I ended up not using them. So if I had just cut this out in the gold, that would have been fine. But I didn't know it was going to cover up the whole design. So that's why I ended up cutting it apart. But if you're not going to use the overlay the way I did, then you don't have to use these. Just recut it in the metallic gold or silver or whatever color you happen to be using. And then just kind of cut off the handles, the trim, the lid, just whatever pieces you want. But this is what it looks like, you guys. It's called Vintage Party, and it says Afternoon Tea is the name of this die set. It's so pretty, and it does come with the 4-piece die. So that's the one I used for this teapot and die. And let me show you the papers that I used. I used only 3 pieces of I used only 3 pieces, and I show you 2 fingers. How about that? I used 3 pieces of paper from the Doily Dreams collection. I used this one, you guys, the bigger ones for the teapot and the smaller ones for the cup. And I like that they're surrounded in white, that there's no other color, because that really made that floral design really stand out. And for the first die cut that I did, the smaller one, this is the paper that I used. I absolutely love this paper, you guys. This is in the landscape platform, but I used the other one that was in the portrait. So I used that, but it's somewhere in my stack. And then for the back piece layer, I used this sheet right here, also in the portrait style platform. And I just cut out a corner from here. I didn't want to rip through the dress because I want to use that on something else. But these are the 3 pieces that I did use from her collection. And they're beautiful. And this, oh, absolutely beautiful, you guys. If you're making any kind of teacup, teapot, coffee cup, anything like that, and you want it to be really shabby, this is the way to go, you guys. And I know, you know, that designing paper is a lot of work, so yeah, it's a little bit more pricey, but you got to keep in mind that, you know, when we go to Fort Myers, or for me, to Fort Myers, because I live in Florida, I'm like an hour away from a town where I can buy anything like this. So I have to fuel up and put $20 of gas in my car so I can drive over there and buy something. And then, yes, you can use a coupon, absolutely, but you can only use one. And what I saved on that coupon, I spend it on fuel and on eating over there, because of course we have to eat while we're over there. So for me, it's not a big deal. Versus if you buy a digital design, yes, it's more than the $20 you spend on the paper pad, but you can print that over and over and over and over again, especially if you're in a swap or you're doing something that you want everything to coordinate. Well, you can keep printing out the same pages. So for me, you know, like I said, this was a gift for me, and I really appreciated that Carolyn gave me printed this out for me and gave me the digital file, because I absolutely love it. I mean, that was a big gift as far as I'm concerned, because, you know, I know that it cost her a lot of work, and she gave it to me, and I appreciate it. So, you know, and I wanted to highlight her paper again to show you that there's other things we can do with it. In my giveaway, I altered an organizer, but on here I used it just for an elegant shabby tag. So whether you're shabby chic or elegant, it still works, you guys. It's very versatile. It still works. So that's what I created with. This is the tag I created. And then, I was looking. I went next door to my daughter's house because she actually is a vendor for Prima, and I usually have been collecting beads and all that. And recently I bought some beads because I wanted to make some angel stick pins to go in my Christmas embellishment box. And I don't know why I just didn't go next door and see what she had. But yesterday when I went to pull a paper pad that I needed from there, look what I found, you guys. I'm going to open one of these so you can see. Now, I ended up buying all 3 packages of these. She only had 3, and I bought them all because they are so pretty, especially if you like doing shabby. Look at these angels, you guys. Look at how pretty the colors are, so shabby. And you get 2 purple, 2 pink, 2 of the pearl white, and 1 of this mint color. I absolutely love them. So she had 3 packages left, and I went ahead and bought them because I wanna gift them to my friends. And then let me open this one. And then I asked her, well, you know what? Go see how many more you have like this one, even if they're smaller, in case people want them. And she didn't have any more. I bought all 3. What she did have was these little teeny tiny ones, and these are in a copper wings. And the stones are beautiful, you guys. Look at these metallic stones on here. So they're really pretty. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Enough to do 13 little charms or stick pins, you guys. And I think these run like $2.99. They're not even that much. That's why I ended up buying all 3 packages. I would have bought them anyway, but I liked the fact that they were economical. They weren't really bad. So she still has some of these, and I believe that's all she had left. I did ask her to try and see if she could get more of these because, like I said, I love the shabby colors in this. It's absolutely beautiful, and I haven't made anything with them, and I probably won't because I think I'm going to share those with my friends. There are several ladies that I want to, send stuff to, and that's why I bought all 3 of them, because I really, I really like them. I love the color, and these aren't real small, you guys. From, I guess, the bottom, and they have the little crown look, you guys. They have the little spacer as a crown on them. It's super cute. See the little spacer? And they measure about an inch, guys, or almost an inch, maybe 7/8 of an inch. They're almost an inch tall. So they're real pretty, and they're faceted, you guys. I thought they were really pretty, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you try the tag that I made. I really hope that you guys support Carolyn with that paper, because once you get it, you're going to realize, you're going to see how beautiful it is and what I'm talking about, because it is really, really pretty, guys, especially those that like to do the shabby style projects. It's beautiful. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Everyone take care, and God bless. Bye.